Welcome to Howie Mandel Does Stuff. I'm Howie Mandel.
I am his daughter, Jacqueline Schultz. Someone mentioned that I shouldn't say I am Jacqueline Schultz, his daughter.
Why?
I am his daughter. No, I don't know. I forget.
You shouldn't be confused. And that's Lou Dinos. No relation whatsoever. No, what do you mean? What are you saying?
Someone mentioned that I have double S's. I am
Jacqueline Schultz, his daughter.
his.
His. Oh, try to say his without an S.
His.
Don't use the
was?
F's in his.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Jacqueline Schultz, his daughter.
You don't use the S in his. That's the problem.
Well, good to see you, Howie.
Mm-hmm. I know.
To you, Jackie. And
You
know what?
too.
Can I
We don't
just say-
usually do lives on Monday, so if you're watching now, tell other people that we're here. I think a lot of people don't know we're here yet, and we're going to be doing things that are special.
Yeah.
And what I wanted to do, just to, what are you doing?
Hold on,
We're
turning
on
off.
live.
I'm watching the live. So that I could see the chat. I just didn't turn off the sound yet. But
A lot of things are different.
A lot.
Yeah, Kyle has a brand new. I like your haircut, Kyle.
Thank you.
It's
is it
a
new?
mullet. Well, it's
micro
a fade.
bangs.
Is that micro bangs?
You got micro bangs.
I don't know. I'm just hiding my six head, so
What?
I'm hiding my six head.
Like a 6-pack?
No, you know, like a forehead, but I have a six head and power alleys. So
We are live on the Howie Mandel Does Stuff podcast. It doesn't usually happen on a Monday, but we're live today. We are live on the Howie Mandel.
Okay, we jeez. Anyway, if you've been following us and going to our lives, we've been doing. A lot of people have been sending in AI songs about the show and using it as an opening. And I said this week, I wanted to do something different.
I wasn't prepared.
For what?
Just
What are you
in
doing?
Just in general. I forgot I was wearing my bag.
Mondays. Well, you have a lot of baggage. My daughter has a lot of baggage. But then again, when you're Howie Mandel's daughter, you're going to come with a lot of baggage. Anyway, I had them bring in a keyboard, and we were going to do the theme song, the new theme song that I've been working on live.
Oh, good.
Welcome to the podcast.
Does Stuff podcast.
Where we
Do stuff. That was beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. And we're taking requests too. Is there any requests coming in?
Well, they
Probably
want to
stop
know.
playing.
They want to know what happened last week with the live. Why we were not live last week on Thursday.
Because I was in Canada.
Canada.
Shooting America's Got Talent. Canada's Got Talent.
Right.
Live.
Right.
We gave away $1 million to a
million
young lady from Saskatchewan.
smackaroos.
And then I was in,
Is
and
that
then
$1
I
million
toured.
in Canada?
It's more than even America. We give away $1 million to the winner, tax-free.
Wow.
$1 million tax-free, and every golden buzzer gets $25,000.
Wow, what did this woman that won do? What did she do? What was she doing?
She's a singer.
Oh,
Yeah, and and she's very good, and she won. But there was a lot of good people. And then I went to I played.
You were in New York.
I did a live show at the Fallsview Casino doing stand up, and I let the comics who were competing and making it to the finals. They opened for me.
You're the
and
man.
then I went to New York, and I did the Today Show.
wow.
Access Hollywood, and Kelly and Mark. The Kelly and Mark will air in June.
Who's Kelly and Mark, Howie?
You don't know?
No.
Okay. It's
They're not as big as Josh Flagg.
No.
it's no. It's Kelly and Mark. You don't know Mark Consuelos and Kelly Ripa?
Oh, Kelly Ripa, who's hilarious. She's
Okay.
hilarious.
So I did that show. And then I went and I played in Kentucky, Ashland, Kentucky, and I love Ashland, Kentucky. We had a really good time there.
Was that that wasn't during the Derby, was it?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
And then I went to Iowa and I played in
Wow.
Riverside, Iowa, and then I was in Larchwood, Iowa. I don't know where I was.
Kentucky, I don't know.
So I
Ashland,
toured.
Kentucky.
If you ever see that I'm playing live, go to HowieMandel.com. Speaking of people who are going to HowieMandel.com, you sold some merch.
Well, I was going to talk about that in a second. They also want to know why we're live today instead of Thursday. Like, what is the deal with going? Why are we messed up?
All right.
Our whole schedule is messed up.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you why. 3 reasons.
3.
Okay. So now I want to tell you that people bought merch. Well, let's put up a picture of some of the merch that we sold.
It's actually, I'm talking to her right now on there.
What's her name?
April, May, June. She also had her Teddy Fresh necklace on too while she was wearing the merch.
Show it. Look at what she got.
She's showing it. They're showing. I think.
No, I don't
they're
see
not
it
yet.
on the air. Show it on the air.
Am I gonna-
There we go.
Yeah.
There. Ow.
That was actually the one that I was going to take down because
Why?
I thought it was so niche. Because you have to really, really be a fan to understand what that ow stood for and the upside down.
Prolapse anus.
And
Because
that
I thought it was a cupcake.
upside down cupcake.
She's wearing it. She looks good in it.
I didn't think anyone would buy that unless
And her
they-
Teddy Fresh necklace.
And the Teddy Fresh necklace. Wait,
Ethan.
she also had a back. You could see in the mirror like the back of it too.
Let me
Oh
see.
yeah, you could see in the back. The mirror.
Where?
The back of the shirt has the owl and a bigger cupcake in the middle. So
Oh,
she got
wow.
that.
I didn't notice that.
And then we sold also Smelly Finger Club.
But they didn't send, if you're
They
going
don't
to
have a
buy the merch,
picture.
you have to send the picture because we would like to share the picture of you wearing our merch.
With joy on their face.
Yeah, there's a lot of choices. Did you
Yeah.
just get a message?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what it is.
Oh, by the way, I've changed my laugh. I used to, when I laughed, whenever you heard me
Yeah.
laugh, that's not my real laugh. That has not been my real laugh. You're going to hear my real laugh today. When something.
Well, don't.
No, when
let
something.
them-
I'm not going to.
Get the extended warranty. I would get the extended warranty if
What
I was
happened?
you. I don't know.
Are you throwing
Yes.
up?
No, she's on the phone. Like I don't know why she thinks that's a hiding spot. Like nobody can see her. I wonder where Jackie went. Is that your phone booth? Is it?
I just never know. I'm a mama, so I always get freaked out. And I need to know if it's like my kid's school calling. And sometimes whenever my kid's school calls, it comes up as like spam for some reason. So I'm always concerned. But it wasn't. It was nothing important.
And I also had the lovely Dan Natterman on the road with me opening
Dan
up.
Natterman. I
You know
that.
Dan from
Yeah,
New York?
yeah,
He's
yeah.
really funny.
Yeah.
He was really funny. He makes me laugh. He was on AGT.
Was he?
Yeah.
How'd he do?
Fantastic.
All right.
Is this annoying the people or are they enjoying the...
No, they just have a lot of questions.
I'll answer questions.
They
Go ahead.
wanna
Let's
know
answer.
They want to know what the lump of fur is on your desk.
Oh, I'll show you what that is. The lump of fur somebody gave me. I did this big signing of stuff, you know, whether it's from Gremlins or from all the different things I've done, little
Got to
monsters
take your
and stuff.
glasses off. Take your glasses off, Howie.
Why?
Because if it's going to go over your face,
Right?
yeah. Ha 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 ha. It's my new laugh. Oh. there
It's Gizmo.
you- Oh.
Are there any other questions?
Yes.
Yeah. There are.
Just wait. Just wait till you hear it.
When was the last time you saw Denzel?
I saw last night.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Where did you see Denzel?
Me and Mom watched A Soldier Story.
Did you really? Did you really?
Yeah.
How's he doing?
He seemed to be doing okay. I was talking to him. He doesn't answer. When you watch somebody in a movie, even if you know them, they don't answer.
Yeah.
You know what I watched? Oh, you
For
watched
those
it
that
too?
don't know, I did a show called St. Elsewhere with Denzel
St.
Washington,
Elsewhere.
where he watched me very closely, watched how I do things,
Right.
and was able to glean from me
Look at him today.
the skill of acting.
Yes.
Yeah. That's how people learn. I think that people learn
You know what's on? Oh, no, it's not on tonight. Sorry. Vanderpump.
No. Have you been watching the... well, we have to catch up because I missed you for a week. I missed
I
the
watched.
first... Was it good?
Yeah.
Okay. We won't talk about that now because I don't want any spoilers.
Hey, you know that 99-cent store is going out of business? completely out of business.
Yeah.
I'm not a businessman, but I'm thinking if they just raise their prices 1 penny.
They already did. Do you know that? They raised their prices.
And now everything is on clearance. You can get everything now in the store for 98 cents. So people are lined up.
You know what does really well?
That makes sense.
Five Below.
What's that?
Five Below.
I don't know what that is.
It's the best store.
They did not. They're not even
the best store.
Don't say that without them paying us. They're
what
not
is
a
it, though?
sponsor.
What is it?
They're
Go
not
look
a
up
sponsor.
Five Below. Way better than 99 cents.
They sell 99 cent stuff?
No, their stuff is 94 cents. It's 5
Five
cents.
Below.
Is it a 94 cents? See, I like that.
Five Below what? What is Five Below for?
It's like a better version of 99 cent or Dollar Tree.
But you know what? The reason why I think they went out of business really is because the dollar store, it's quality, right? You get what you pay for. When you're paying 99 cents, the quality's not there, as like in the dollar store. It's all about. That's why the dollar store is still in business, but people are going in droves, getting things now at 98 cents in droves.
I don't know. Is it a bit?
No,
I'm looking at the.
there's one right around the corner from your studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are lined up to get in. You didn't see that?
No. No.
You should take a
Oh, look
camera.
who's there. That's Matt Friend. You can come and say hello. And Lawrence.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Nice to see you
Because
again.
go in front of camera.
Oh, okay.
You look
Matt-
snazzy.
He's doing a show today. There he is, Matt Friend.
Hey, this is the best show.
What are you doing
You were
today?
amazing at the did you see him at the
White House Correspondents'.
White House
Hilarious.
Correspondents' dinner?
I was trying to channel you.
I love
No,
it.
that was amazing. You were
you.
right in the middle of all those people,
Thank you.
and I love how you dealt with the people. That's a
It was
fucking hard room.
This pot, there was no smoke coming out at me though. That's what was missing.
Matt
Yeah.
Friend, I just want to say you're multi-talented. You're
Thank you.
so good.
I need all.
That's
attention
more than
all
talented.
times.
That's
beyond
multi-talented.
Let me shake your hand, Matt.
Thank you. Oh my God.
Maybe
Oh my
some
God.
people don't like shaking hands.
Thank you.
Oh, and
You don't mind
Nice to meet
shaking
you.
hands. Oh,
Hello.
you guys like shaking
Good to
hands.
see you.
all right.
Thanks
Well,
for
he's
having
doing
me.
his own
Lawrence is the
podcast.
best, by the way. I'm obsessed with him. So.
And Lawrence,
yes.
and Lawrence is here. That's why I have this. I love. There's Clyde. That's Clyde right there. Clyde is a brilliant guy. Do you know Lawrence?
No. Lawrence who?
Is it Gracie here too?
Oh, Gracie I know. Hey, Gracie.
Gracie's not only a great singer and musician.
Yeah.
Gracie is if you first of all you need to follow Lawrence on every platform.
Okay.
I love their music. I love their writing. I love their
Gracie
production.
and Lawrence, is that the name of the... is it
Lawrence, the band. It
Oh.
used to be the Clyde Lawrence band, but
Okay.
then he had a sister. As their parents procreate, they changed the band.
Oh.
They're a lot of people do music production. I think their parents do music reproduction. They're creating a band. Though I think there's a lot of the band members. There's no DNA.
So the band is called Lawrence,
Yeah.
and my old friend Gracie is in that band.
Your old friend.
Your old friend Gracie.
Yeah. Hey, Gracie.
Gracie's an amazing. Not only, well, I think they're both really funny, but Gracie is also a great actress.
Well, that's where I know her from.
Do you watch? I don't think I've seen her yet in the Mindy Kaling show, but I think she's doing that new series. Aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could hear you. We could see you.
Hi.
You're doing
yeah.
that. The third season of
Sex Lives of College Girls.
Sex Lives of. So if you want to see the Sex Lives of College Girls, well, that's another site. But there's also a series. There's also a series with really good acting,
Right.
and she's gonna be. But she's an actress.
Yeah, well, she's beautiful.
She is.
I've always thought she was beautiful.
Gracie, are you sick?
Not really.
No. You got to say yes or no.
No.
What?
I will be leaving.
She's going to leave the room because
No, I
she's.
am going to leave the room.
But
Only,
that's
but
okay.
not because I'm sorry. It's because my son is immunocompromised, and I'd like to still live with him.
And we want to
So-
watch you. So she's going to be on that camera, and you're going to be in here.
Yeah, we're going to switch places. I'm not going to walk out on you like
So you could
like Adam
you
Carolla.
you could come in. You guys come in, and you guys are going to be right here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to sit with Lou,
All right.
and you're going to sit there. Watch how you pass.
I got my mask to pass. I got my mask to pass.
You want to...
This is going to be great.
Should we switch seats, huh?
No, you stay where you are.
Okay. And you're going to do a little hopscotch?
They're amazing. You don't know them?
No, I can't wait to see
Wait
them.
till you see them.
Why can't they come in here?
What?
Why can't they come
They're
in?
going to play. That's his keyboard. Did you really think it was mine?
I thought you were just creating music.
No.
No, okay.
Is this good? Is this going to work, Alex? Yeah. Okay. And we could set the stage. Where is Gracie and Clyde? So this is, come on in. Come on in. I love them. I actually.
How did you discover them? How did you discover them?
How did I discover Lawrence? Well, I knew a little bit. I knew. This is weird. You guys take it there.
Okay.
You're on that side. We'll set up a.
I'm on this side.
You're on this side.
How's it going?
Clyde, you're a keyboardist.
I am indeed.
Good to see you again.
We are live.
Oh, here we go.
This is all live. You can see what's happening right there in front of you.
I feel like a news correspondent.
Really? Well, this is news that they're here. They are. I think the first time.
Wow.
I think the first time I was aware of the band was TikTok.
TikTok.
But I didn't realize how I had a little bit of a connection to them. And I'll tell you what a little bit of it. So I know who your dad is.
Oh.
Yeah, her dad was one of the writers and producers of Family Ties.
Family Ties, a
Yeah.
great show. Yeah.
Yeah, but not only that, and then a good friend of mine who I haven't seen in years is a guy by the name of Donald Petrie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You directed Miss Congeniality.
Yes. So he was my neighbor.
No way.
And he got into directing. I was on a show, we were just talking about it. I started on a show called Saint Elsewhere, way before your time. But that's where Denzel and
Family
started.
Ties is before his time, I think, right?
Before our live
before-
time.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they were
we've
aware.
caught up. Yeah,
They're
yeah.
very aware as fetuses. They were. Sometimes people play music. Anyway, the point is that so Miss Congeniality. Do you know
Great
that
movie. Great movie.
So their dad wrote it.
Wow.
And Miss Congeniality too. But here's the rub. This is what's amazing about this. So there's a song in it that they played at the pageant. I think that a lot of viewers go look it up. It's a fun
I've seen
movie
it
with
several
Sandra Bullock.
times. Yeah, I've seen it several times.
He wrote the song.
Wow.
He wrote the song, and he's 5 years old.
No.
He joined the music guild at 5. Is that true story?
Yeah.
He's
still
a prodigy.
still trying to kind of do anything cooler than that.
This is kind of what it's like to walk around town with like our Jewish uncles. Like this situation.
Right.
And he wrote it at 4 years old.
That's amazing, though.
It's incredible. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Do you walk around town with Jewish uncles?
Now that you phrase it like that, that sounds weird.
I
but-
didn't phrase it like that. You did.
No,
Gracie.
I recognize. I'm backtracking on my own language.
Just FYI, can we lower the mic a little bit? Just so it's not covering your face and we can see it.
Who are you talking to?
Gracie.
I was trying to cover my
Sorry.
face.
Or cover your face.
No, it's okay. No, but I think we are surrounded by our family a lot, honestly. Like,
Well,
we're
that's good.
constantly around Jewish family members.
Because you're Jews like me.
Yes,
that's the way it
correct.
works.
So, and you're thinking, I love the fact that you've just sat with me for 2 minutes, yet I feel like I'm part of the family.
Yeah. We're related, probably.
We are. We
Yeah.
are all related.
But Lawrence, man, I couldn't even write my name at 4 years old. You
Lawrence?
wrote. Is that his name?
Last name.
my last
Oh, what's your first
Clyde.
name?
Clyde.
Oh, okay.
Our last name is both Lawrence. That's why the band's called Lawrence.
That you'll find that siblings, for the most part, will share the same last name.
Right.
You know what they are? They're like they're a Jewish Phineas and Billy.
We'll take
Sure,
it. That's a
yeah.
high compliment.
Yeah.
We'll take it.
I think you are, though, right? I know Phineas has been on here.
Can we hear a little bit of the song that he wrote for just a little bit of that song that you wrote for?
Miss Congeniality?
Yeah.
Let me try to see. Let me try to get a sound going on here. There we go.
But were you? Am I exaggerating that you
No,
were
no, that's
four?
pretty much the story. I mean, they were looking for a song because it's a fictional pageant, right? Like
Right.
it's like the Miss United States pageant in the movie, and then they were looking.
They
for,
couldn't clear Miss Universe.
right? I guess, or they were just making their own fictional pageant, so they needed a theme song for that pageant. I
Not
think they-
like the Burt Parks Miss America.
right. Well, they wanted something like that.
that.
Right.
So then they got a bunch of submissions. I guess they weren't happy with any of them.
And not only submissions, I think your dad's also a musician, too.
He's a really talented, like, not professional musician, but he's like a
It just means he hasn't gotten. He's gotten paid more for his words than for his
Yeah,
music.
You
No,
come
he's
from
a-
a
he's a really good
gifted family.
musician.
Are there other siblings as well?
Yeah.
We have
a younger
little
brother.
brother. Yeah.
He's got a lot to live up
Linus.
to.
I
this
love
one.
your names. I love the way they named you. That's why I think that for me is the close. First
We
of all,
have names that are like what people name their dogs.
We've
like
literally
every
had fans that have told us like, "Oh, I have 2 dogs and they're named Clyde and Gracie," and I named them that before I became a fan of your.
And
band.
if you look at my Instagram, I have the Instagram handle Gracie. All the like tagged photos are just dogs.
My cat's name is actually Clyde.
is it?
Yes.
There you go. Proof.
what is
I
that?
mean-
Time.
Is that a?
I think it's cool.
Should we just take a minute and let that?
Well,
sink
you
in?
know, so speaking of miscongeniality, the main character is named Gracie.
Yeah.
and
But that was on purpose. That was yeah.
Well, did he name the character before you? I'm not
I
sure.
don't
because she
really
couldn't
know.
be Clyde. You weren't.
Yeah, yeah.
You weren't
Exactly.
jealous.
My
right?
cat is a female that we named Clyde.
That's cool.
I'm named after Walt Clyde Frazier, the great Knicks player, whose real
New
name isn't
Yorkers.
even Clyde.
No.
The cat's named after.
You could have been Nick,
Yeah, or it could have
True.
been Walt as well.
but the Knicks.
Right.
But so let me just preface this. They're not this. I'm not discovering this band.
Right.
This is not me promoting a band. This is an amazing band who
Thank you.
has had. You don't have to thank me. You
I-
did it.
I am.
I have nothing to do with your success.
No, but you're saying a nice thing. That's
I've
the
been
thing that
following you
people
on
do.
TikTok, and you answered me a couple times, and I was
did.
so blown away. It was like meeting fans. So first of all, the first time I knew who they were, it was a Microsoft commercial. I
Yeah.
liked the song on Microsoft commercial.
Let's
They
hear
they did that. They did that song, which I think
I
also
don't know the
popped.
song. Do you know?
I'll play that. But, I mean, I'll have them do that. They're not here, but I just want to tell you who they are.
Right.
I want to tell my audience if there's a few old people like me that are watching who they are.
I knew who
they
they were.
they toured. I saw them on Jimmy Kimmel. They've been opening for the Jonas Brothers.
Nice.
They are a headliner in their own right. You're now going to open for the Rolling Stones.
Next
Yeah,
week,
next
yeah.
weekend we're opening for the Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
That's awesome.
What's the venue?
The MetLife
MetLife
Stadium in New Jersey, our hometown stadium.
Are you a Giant fan?
I'm a Jets fan.
Oh, and a Mets
But,
fan?
but
Jets,
exactly,
Mets,
and
Knicks.
we
It's
Yeah,
a
there's
torturous,
two- yes.
torturous existence.
Yes.
Yeah.
and on the Jonas Brothers tour, it was Yankee Stadium that we played twice. So we've been having
What's
we've never
that like
played
being
our
kids
stadium.
that-
Unbelievable.
So the Microsoft song, you'll
How old is Clyde? You're
I
How
don't
old do you
know.
think I am?
You're under 30. You got to be like 24, 25.
People
Say
think
yes.
I'm. Yeah. Should I just go with yes? on
Yeah,
that?
and I'm 18.
Yeah. No.
You're
I'm,
18.
Guess how old I
No.
am, guys.
that I'm
25.
Yeah.
Well, think of an old Jewish uncle.
I have no idea how old you are.
I'll give you a hint. Old.
Yeah, I'm going to be 70 next year.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
I would.
I would
never
not have guessed that.
Well, because you're nice and you're polite,
But
not
isn't it-
because you don't
No, but
think
look,
so.
look at your outfit. Like this is this is cool.
This is like yes.
You're doing it.
I
that-
really am. I'm
Yeah.
posing as a younger person.
That is old.
what
though,
I'm
right?
doing.
It's old.
No, it's cool. It's believable.
All right, but you will love their music. Their music, I think, is kind of like soul music. I like it.
I
It's kind of.
cannot wait. I cannot wait.
They both have amazing voices. Was it hard for you, Clyde? Because this was like the Clyde Lawrence band, and then
No, I mean, I honestly, from a young age, didn't ever think I was going to be a performer at all. Like, I had a big passion for writing. I mean, I wrote a lot of stuff with my dad, obviously, because he was doing that, and I had that access to that. But, like, I was doing tons of songwriting, always envisioned that I would be kind of, honestly, you bring up like the Billy Phineas example. He obviously has a great artist career going now in his own right, but like doing that more like producing and writing for
others.
maybe even Gracie or whatever. And then it wasn't until high school, I would say, that I really started like singing more and thinking of myself as like, oh, maybe I'd be a performer. Whereas Gracie from the beginning was like such an amazing performer from a young age.
She really is.
And so I was
you.
kind of,
I'll stop saying thank you. I guess. I feel,
No,
I
keep
feel
saying thank
burned by
you.
the first one.
but yeah, so I think it was more of a matter of just age difference. Like when I was in college,
Age difference. They're three
We
and a half
would-
years apart.
yeah, we're 3.5 years apart.
Right.
So like when I was in college, we just started playing shows, and Gracie was in high school, so she would come up as often as she could, and but the band was just under my name because it was like all these songs I had
Convenience.
written, and Gracie wasn't there all the time. But then Gracie would come up as a high schooler to college and play all these college parties with us, and she would always like be such a star of the show. And I distinctly remember, because we've been talking about, oh well, maybe we should like formally team up and make this like, she's not like the side guest, she's like, you know, it's a true partnership, which I was down for. But I remember we were playing a show at, you know, a basement somewhere, and that day leading up to the show, I was in the school library doing some work, and I overheard these two girls at a table next to me being like, are you going to go to the Clyde Lawrence Band show at that basement party tonight? They didn't realize I was sitting right next to them. And the other girl was like, I think so. Do you know if his sister's coming up from New York? Because I really prefer the shows when she's there too. and like I overheard that.
They build you up and let you down.
Exactly. But in that moment, I was like, and not that I needed the external proof to be confident in it, but that was the moment when I was like, hey, I agree. Like let's really make
And
this
she is
like
great.
a
Just so
family-
that people
family
know, do
band.
the micro. The song's called. I saw it on.
Don't
Jimmy.
lose
Don't
sight.
lose sight.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't lose sight. Listen to this.
Oh boy,
How's your voice feeling?
it's
She
just
just
so
got
early
over. You got over. It is early.
to sing.
What time is a good time to sing? I always
like
say
midnight. Like truly though.
Okay, so let's just wait. Everybody,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
wait.
we can
Don't
wait.
do it now.
This
Just
This
sit.
is a
Well, this is,
nitpicky
you know.
question, but did this keyboard come with a sustain pedal?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah, it has a
we
sustain
see
pedal.
it?
We'll get it for you.
That would be amazing. That'll
It'll
be
make
worth the
it'll make
wait.
whatever it is last longer.
Exactly, exactly.
If it's good, do you want? Do you
It'll
want?
make all the good notes last for just
Here's
the
what
right
I'm gonna
amount of
do.
time.
Wouldn't it be better if Jackie was sitting where I am, Howie?
No,
Okay.
no. Let Jackie's in this. She's
Huh?
right there. Jackie doesn't want to be in the room because Gracie said she has a cough.
I'm so sorry.
but she
I
has
was
an
sick
immune
over the
compromise.
weekend and I'm okay now, but
Jackie, did you take
Things
the
linger.
smoke machine?
Here we go. Now we got it.
Want smoke?
That's amazing. Thank you. Can I also, sorry to be so
is this good?
demanding, can I get a glass of water? Or there's
you
a
want water?
bottle
We
in
have
my
smoke. We're adding smoke.
in my
too.
backpack.
Whoa.
There's a water bottle.
what we're
too.
adding.
it looks like it's emanating out of
you guys
you.
are very needy.
Yeah, I
They're
know.
very needy guests.
Yeah.
That's like a,
That's what we get told.
No, it's okay. You want to sustain. Oh, sorry. I'm
you're
sorry.
all the
I'm sorry. Now
Yeah,
we
but
all
I didn't have a
we
cough
did this so we can
before.
all have a cough.
Wow.
Can you
But I'm
hear
glad we
this?
did that.
I
that
can
added
hear
something.
that.
Can you not hear it?
I can hear it a little bit. Hey,
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm gonna love this.
You're gonna love this. They're amazing. Don't you wish you could do this?
yeah, it's perfect.
man.
Thank you so much.
If I could do that.
Okay.
Oh, you want to play Don't Lose Sight?
Yeah, just so
Let's-
people.
a
This
little
is a little bit, and then.
With the
Are you
intro.
always
Are we?
writing?
We're cool to curse, right? We've
Fuck
already,
yeah.
We've already been doing that. I feel.
I don't fucking like it.
Just,
Um,
just don't say you cannot with a British accent.
Okay.
okay.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
interesting that that's
we'll
the
swap out-
distinction.
we'll
like
s-
that's the
Well,
one.
I'll show you what it is. Like I'll say it to you, Clyde. You say, "I want to sit over here," and I'll show you.
I'd like to sit over there.
You cunt.
Oh, okay.
Not allowed to say that.
So we'll cut that from this song.
Is that bad?
This is gonna kill me, but I won't let it. And I try to give them hell, but they don't get it. So I tell myself, oh, when I sleep at night.
Don't lose sight, baby, don't lose sight. 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 Are you kidding me? I'm getting sick of the industry. I've had enough of the make-believe. Oh please, am I lost or found? I'm getting sick of the ups and downs. No need to give me the run around. I'm out. I'm out. Here we go.
She's gonna kill me, but I won't
Let
let
it.
it. I try to give them hell, but they don't
Get
get
it.
it. So I tell myself when I sleep at night,
Don't lose sight, baby, don't lose sight.
They try to give me up, but I
can I give her a hug, please? I want to give you a hug.
No, don't.
No,
You don't touch
I
people.
have not seen
No.
so close to this much talent. It's just unbelievable.
Oh my
Unbelievable.
God! Thank you.
And when we play live,
Thank
normally
you.
our band, we have an 8-piece
Oh
band
my
with a horn
God.
3-piece horn section.
And
it's
other
all of
people
our
in the
best
band could sing. It's your best friends.
5-piece
I gotta give 'em
harmonies,
before it's
and
over. I gotta- Let 'em
we've got
Huh?
we've
I'm-
got.
Can I give you a hug, or
Yeah.
is this against
has a
company
cough.
policy?
I don't care if she's got a cough.
Well, you know what? Turn the monitors off on the 8th floor in H&R.
Yeah, it's all the band members. So it's me and Gracie, and then the other 6 guys are like my best friends from college.
You know what?
It's all
It
people
sends-
we went to college. or
Just
all
sit
we went to school
down.
with.
Just sit down. This is live. Isn't this amazing, Jackie?
You're no slug either. Don't get me wrong. But
I appreciate it.
Jackie?
He's being creepy.
Yeah, I know. Is that what they're saying? Are you looking at the
No,
chat?
that's what I'm saying. They're not saying that. They're saying that they're.
Oh wow, we've got the chat.
Oh,
right
whoa.
Yeah, you can look at the chat right there. But this is, you guys are truly amazing. How often do you
a
write?
gift. You're a gift
lot.
from God.
Kind of
Oh,
always
thanks.
writing a little bit. I feel like, yeah, we've typically not done a lot.
Move your
of
mic
the-
closer.
Oh, sorry. We've typically not done a lot of the like, sit down and like choose that we're gonna write a song today, which is I feel like how a lot of people write. We've done some of that, but a lot of our writing is more just like inspiration strikes one of us, and then we'll bring it to each other. And be like, oh, I had this idea for a song, and then
I think the
build it out.
benefit also of having 2 of us writing is that like we're both constantly coming up with ideas in our own life, such that when we come together to work on those ideas, we just have so much material to like build off of.
So
that
you thought 20, is that how 23, that you were going to be, that 23 was going to be a good year? That's
I
your,
did, yeah.
Was it a good year?
And since
Is
I'm
it?
18, as I said before, it's crazy that I had that foresight. I'm 27, but I wrote that. Yeah, I wrote that chorus when I was 22. I was in a relationship with someone who was just a year older than me, who was talking about how great the year 23 was, or being 23. So random. But and then I was like, I had this vision of like, if we break up when I turn 23, that's going to be so ironic. And
But
so
can
wrote
I
that
ask you
chorus.
something? So you were dating a guy who was 24.
Yeah, I guess so.
And he is telling you that the best year of his life was when he was 23.
No, he was
Isn't that-
23. He
Oh,
was
okay.
23. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. I thought he was saying, oh, you think this is good.
I know. Last year. No. I took it as a positive.
But your influences are jazz as well as rock, and
Yeah.
your influences are so like the history of music. I mean, it's just
Everything they play is great. What are you working on now?
Well, we just put out a song called Guy I Used to Be, which is the latest single off of our album, which is called Family Business, which is going to be coming out soon. I don't think
And a tour.
We have not announced the
Yeah, you
release
just
date.
did. This is live.
It's coming out very soon, though.
Is that management right there?
Management's right there. Yeah.
He just
Zach is giving us the no on album release date, but
This
we
is
know
live.
it's our album Family Business is going to be coming out soon. And
Can we play a little bit of that song?
Yeah, no, that song is out. I can play a little bit of that. This one's a little more me on the vocals, so I'll give you the first chorus of that song. So goodbye to the guy I used to be, to the life I used to lead, because now I see you're the only thing that matters to me. And the man I was before, oh, he don't matter anymore, because now I see you're the only thing that matters. You're the only thing that matters. You're the only thing that matters to. Want to sing the riff?
Sure.
Me. This is big horns. Oh, goodbye. Oh, fire. Oh, you set my past on fire. Before you, I was towing on the wire. But somehow you're taking me higher, higher. And I won't want you, and I need you, and I got you, and I'll never be happy without you, and I want you, and I goodbye to the guy I used to be, to the life I used to lead, because now I see you're the only thing that matters to me. And the man I was before, he don't matter anymore, because now I see you're the only thing that matters to me.
You know what? If I had a golden buzzer right now and $1 million, I'd give it to you.
Oh,
You guys are
that's very
so
nice.
fucking good.
How does that happen? How does that kind of talent happen?
That's Lauren's DNA.
No, that's a gift. That's a gift, right?
Listened to a lot of good music growing up, I think. is
That you
big.
might, you listen to
Yeah.
a lot of people.
I
Our
listen to a
little
lot of
brother
good
is
music. Have you
also-
heard me sing?
What?
I listen
Sure,
to good
it's
music.
great.
Get in
In
there.
your mind, I'm sure. It's
But
great.
blues, right? That was a little bluesy.
Yeah. I mean, we listened to a ton of like blues, funk, rock,
Motown.
soul. Motown
Yeah.
is a big one.
Here's
Ray
a,
Charles, all that.
The other
Randy
thing I'm-
Newman, I just did a whole.
I love Randy.
I
You
heard
have
a
just
little
the other
Randy
day, I
Newman.
did
Sound
a
like
whole,
him.
Like,
The chat is saying Randy Newman.
Yeah.
I'll take it. Yeah, I would say
Our van is called Vandy Newman.
we named our van Vanny Newman. Michael McDonald's one of my favorites. Huey Lewis.
Wow, you're so young. These are not contemporary. You kind of know like classic.
Did you
This
like
is
Elvis?
what we grew up listening
Say
to.
Elvis?
Yes.
Costello or Elvis?
The real
Presley.
Elvis.
The
Presley.
other one's name is
Love.
Presley.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Incredible
love Elvis
voice.
Costello too.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, I mean that's most of the. I feel like when I was in like third or fourth grade, like I didn't know most of the music that most of my friends were listening to from then. But then what's funny is I feel like we've now part of what the thing we do live that people really enjoy is we will play kind of like funkified versions of songs that we grew up with. Like we'll do Britney Spears songs, In Sync, those kinds of things, but in the style of like Stevie Wonder, Ray
Can
Charles.
we hear something like that? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Will I get dinged? What?
It's
okay with us.
Publishing.
I
Okay,
have
go.
never been this close to talent like this.
You're sitting right next to Howie.
No. Howie aside, I'm talking about this
I
kind
judge talent. I am
of.
not
Yeah,
talent.
he's seen so much talent, but yet he's still blown away by what you do. And I am fortunate enough to hear both of you right in front of me.
Let me
I-
hear
Can, can I ask
so
a question
much.
to you?
Yeah.
What is it like in those audition moments? Can you tell immediately if someone's
Great
good?
question.
Thank you.
That's a good question. Thanks for having me on your podcast.
yeah, of course.
The truth is yes.
Yeah.
But it's subjective. But
Yeah.
I think there are things that surpass subjectivity or
Yeah.
objectivity.
Like this.
And like this. Like if I saw you there, you were far beyond that. There's no way that everybody in the room or everybody watching this podcast right now doesn't go, even whether they heard of you or not, doesn't go, holy shit, this
Wow.
is amazing.
Thanks.
There is something, but we all have that. Don't you have that ability that when you hear something, you go, oh my God. And what's
Yeah.
great for me, and I don't feel like it's a job, what's great for me is when somebody like you guys show up.
Yeah.
And it does from time to time and rarely. But when it does, I go, and not only do you identify it, but you watch somebody with a dream and a hope in that moment, if that's where they're being discovered,
Yeah.
their life changes forever.
Totally. It's very moving.
Did you feel, is there a moment in your career where you feel like, oh my God, we're like the fact that you can do this and you're paying your rent with it?
Yeah.
yeah.
But they're that good. They should be able
I don't
to
think we've ever had like our career. We've been lucky enough, especially since it is just like family and friends. I feel at least like there wasn't like one over. It was not like we went on a show and like had that overnight moment. It was like a very gradual thing of like building a fan base and putting out music and people liking it, and then along the way, a commercial puts a song in, and then you find out about that, but there might be someone else that found out about us from something else.
Well,
and it
you're
kinda just
Gracie. Your
grows
post of when you got the call that you're opening up for the Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
And that, it's genuine excitement and joy and
Totally. No, I think we've had like the answer is like yes and no, because I think it's never been this one moment thing of like, oh, and now our lives are different. The way that can happen on a show like that. For us, it's been this, as Clyde said, sort of more gradual trajectory with some like amazing pinch me things that happen during it. like getting the call to open for the Rolling Stones.
Who calls you?
We got an email, right?
No, I think our team told us
Yeah.
that we got reached out to
Yeah.
their team. Yeah.
If I may just say, the thing that I'm amazed by more than anything else is you make it look effortless. When you started singing at
Feels
first,
effortful at 11.
it looked like all you were doing was opening your mouth and all these beautiful sounds were coming.
Oh, thank
You know what?
I'm
But
just
anybody
blown
who
away.
does something great makes it that you shouldn't see how hard it is. But what it does look like is joyful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Something
You're
that
really
might,
gonna
something that
print
might,
on paper in front of the mic. You have a whole fucking room. You ended up. We're listening to the.
I thought we were doing some ASMR for a
something
second.
that my dad has said that I think is such a good thought, and it makes me think of like talent judging and those kinds of things. Like, is when something is really great, you're able to just relax and
Watching
like
it, yeah.
not root for them and be like, "Ooh, I hope you make it through this," but
Right.
it becomes this like, "Oh, I can just relax." Like I remember like when I would see you in like school plays as a kid. It's like you're rooting for all the other kids. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of really talented.
There were a
people
lot
in
of
there.
talented kids,
But
yeah.
you know what I mean. Like sometimes or if
Yeah,
you got
I
like
get
a
what you're
comedy,
saying.
I know what you
open
mean.
mic night, let's say,
I would
you're
do-
watching people being like, "Ooh, I hope that you land this." Like you're rooting for them.
Yeah.
But then when someone's really good, you're not like thinking about hoping they do well. You're just actually like relaxed
Watching.
and enjoying
Yeah.
it.
I would come off stage and people would say to me, "You got to be so brave to do that."
Yeah.
Right?
That's
You
not
take
what-
that as an insult of their like,
No,
wow.
because it wasn't, I got to be brave to do what I just
Right.
did on that stage.
Right, right.
Because he's not really good. So to show up and to do that in front of a lot of
And
people.
that's what they mean.
That's what they mean. Gracie, he just alluded to, Clyde just alluded to that school plays. You're on a series. You're going to be on a
Yeah.
series. Like it seems like a totally different path. Like how do you balance acting and music?
Well, it's funny because for me, it's never felt like such a different path. I actually was acting like professionally since I was 9, and then
You've done Broadway, right?
yeah, and I like grew up as a kid in New York auditioning for
Most
things.
people
and
grew up as a kid.
I grew up as a kid,
A lot of
and I'm
people
gonna
start
double
that
down
way.
on that. I know it's controversial, but I grew up as a kid.
For how many years were you a child?
What are you saying? I'm still so youthful. But so I was auditioning for things all the time, and so it was always like a part of my life. But when the band kind of started, it started and immediately had, I don't know if it was like traction from other people or just internally we were so excited about it. Like it just felt like this thing I couldn't really leave to do an acting job or something like that.
How much of
There's
what you
also-
do?
oh, no.
How much of what you do is because you have to do it?
Pretty much 0, which
No,
is
no,
a
I'm
pretty
talking
insane
about the
thing.
singing and I mean the ability.
They're
to
here
do
this morning for the money. But
I'm talking about the ability to do this. You would do it even if you didn't have any fame, is what I'm saying.
Oh
Yeah.
of course,
100%,
yeah.
No, exactly, and that's why the band felt so exciting from the get-go.
And that's why you're so amazing.
And an important thing is that when you're doing a band, especially like the way we've done it, where it's the 8 of us, we're an independent band, we do a lot of things very DIY. Like we were able from the beginning to just like do it. We didn't need to ask anyone's permission. When you're acting, you were like hoping to land a role, this and that. With music, it's like we're just gonna go on tour. We're gonna play at the smallest venue in town and try to see if people show up, and we're gonna make a song and put it on Spotify. Like
You don't need other
there's
people.
something liberating about.
I spend a lot of years in my room just entertaining myself.
Exactly.
How are you
My
taking
point
that?
is this.
You guys are taking that
No,
wrong.
my point.
We don't need to
guys are
hear
taking-
about it.
My
but
point
it's
is this,
No.
Howie.
I'm happy for you.
And this is a very important
Now it
point.
got it.
Even if you were not on stage and one of the most famous comedians in the world, you would still be as funny as you are
Yeah.
today. You would. It wouldn't.
Well, there's a
it's-
time and a place. Nobody thought I was funny, and then it turned out. Clyde is also not only a great musician and a talent, he's also an activist. He went and spoke on Capitol Hill at the Senate, right?
I was I was like, "What are you gonna say?" I was like, I wasn't aware I had any other talents.
What subject?
I did, yeah. So we've just been, I mean, kind of to the point of what I was talking about before. We've always just been, I think, very independently minded as a band and outspoken about the way we run our business and some of the backwards things about the music industry. So I ended up writing an article that ended up being an op-ed in the New York Times, and then that kind of snowballed into me speaking along with our bandmate Jordan at the Senate, testifying at Senate and hearing about the ticketing industry and Live Nation and Ticketmaster and just, it was about a lot of things. But I think we're very focused on trying to make sure that artists are getting a fair deal. And there's a lot of ways in which.
Is it out of your control at a certain point? I mean, if you do.
Yeah, because you have to, they own the venue. And they could ticket, and this was part of the Taylor Swift. Remember the Taylor Swift thing?
Yeah.
But such a small percentage of the money that people pay, I think, go to the artist. It's much less than you would think. When you're buying a ticket for, $50 or $100, what do you think? The artist?
I think that was kind of one of the things about our testimony that went among the most viral was me just giving a very simple breakdown of how things shake out. But yeah, if you're buying like a $35 base price ticket, let's say, they might add a 30% fee on top of that. So then it's about $45 that you are paying. Immediately 10 of that is the ticket fee. Then there's maybe another $3 to $4. That's what's called a facility fee that might come right off the top. So now we're down to $31. It depends how the show sells. It's a little bit complicated.
So you don't get the whole $35?
No.
Not even close. No, like it's like we would get anywhere, I would say, from 40 to 70% of that $31 on a ticket that you paid $45 for. We get
and Ticketmaster gets the rest.
Or Live Nation.
It's complicated.
Live Nation.
In a case where you're playing Live Nation venue, where Live Nation owns Ticketmaster and the venue, technically a piece is going to...
It's a monopoly.
Ticketmaster piece is going... But then there's other companies where it's different pieces are going to different parties. But the point is the artist...
In the movie business, the movie maker owned the theater, and they broke that up because it was...
Not anymore, though.
No,
but
right.
but in the music business,
thing.
they don't own... music is probably the hardest business right now to make money.
Wow.
And in the sense that, number one, just getting it out there so that people can hear it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it
I
seems
have a
easy.
question.
Go ahead.
Isn't it also that sometimes the ticket, like the Live Nation or whoever it is, Ticketmaster has a deal with the secondhand people and the scalpers also, so that they can get in and their bots will buy up a lot of the tickets, so then they can mark it up more, and then they also have a deal with them so that Ticketmaster could then take a percentage of the secondhand tickets.
I can't speak to like that sounds like some kind of like nefarious claim of like that they're in cahoots with the bots or scalpers. Like that's definitely not something that I
saw a whole. I'm going to find it.
No, there may be people that think that. That's definitely
That's a
not.
good
There's not. There's a convention for the scalper, for the companies that do this.
Right.
And Ticketmaster is there at the convention with them. Like, these companies are at the convention with them.
Well, they probably think if you can't beat them, join
I don't know
Yeah.
as much about that particular part of it, but there is it. I mean, secondary ticketing. If you buy a ticket, you can then resell it on a platform like StubHub or any number of other ones, including Ticketmaster has its own secondary ticketing platform where you could buy a ticket, resell it on the secondary ticketing platform on Ticketmaster, and then that resale value, the artist doesn't get a cent of that. So that aspect of it, yes, like in some ways, you could make the argument that a company like Live Nation is incentivized to have as much transactions happening on the secondary market through their site rather than the primary. But I can't speak to whether they are like.
But even
taking
beyond
steps
that, when you upload a song, even the streaming services, you're not getting like I'm old, but when I was much younger, when you made a deal with a label, there was a clean cut demarcation between record sales and what percentage of that dollar you were making.
Yeah.
And so now I think like it's pennies, right, for every play. Like radio play is not the same as streaming or downloading.
Yeah,
or
I don't know as much. I mean, I don't know as much about exactly like the dollars and cents of the radio side of
But
things.
here's what I will say to you: you're making more
streaming-
money doing live than you are on air.
Yeah, for streaming, like a super napkin calculation is maybe like every million streams you make like maybe $5,000. So
So that's crazy.
Yeah.
Low.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know exactly how much artists used to make, but yeah, it's like maybe a third of a
So
cent.
how do you make
per
money
play.
if
Live.
Nation takes more than
Live.
50% of your money?
Well, we
and
still
you can't-
can make good money live.
And merch.
You can make good money live still. There's just a lot of money in the revenue, but artists can still make decent money live. And then, yeah, merch, and that's something I
And
wanted
then you
to
have
mention.
management who's taken a fortune.
Well, let's get Zach in here.
Zach
Uh,
wearing his cashmere sweater.
yeah, exactly. That's Lawrence Commissions right there. No, we love Zach. And he's... but
I'll brag on Clyde's behalf in that the whole thing with the merch is that, and you can speak more to this, basically like a huge thing that Clyde and Jordan spoke about at the Senate hearing was how it felt maybe unbalanced that at a lot of venues, the venue or the promoter is taking a cut of your merch, but we're not getting a cut of the bar or other revenue streams. And sometimes taking a pretty large cut of merch. And so they worked on a program with Live Nation and basically like said how unfair that was. And one of the biggest changes that was made was there are no, the venue takes no cut of merch for any venue under what, 300 cap, or what was the
3,000 cap.
Oh,
yeah,
3,000,
I mean, one
yeah.
of the best things that's come of the sort of outspokenness that we have, I think, is and hopefully there will be much more stuff in the pipeline. Is like Live Nation is no longer taking any cut of artist merch sales at venues that they own under 3,000 capacity, which is a massive deal.
Is
Like,
every venue owned by Live Nation?
No, not
not
every.
every venue, but they own a lot of
And
venues.
if you're going to go on the road, you're going to have to go to a Live Nation venue.
Yeah, sometimes your whole tour will be Live Nation, sometimes some of it, sometimes a little bit of it, but certainly like this change of them not taking what was sometimes 20% of merch revenues, which
But
is
there's different ways of doing business. You know, I was friends with, well, I wasn't friends. I'm from Toronto, and I know Mike, what's his name? He used to own a company called Brockham. What was his name, Rich?
I dealt with Rick Fish over
No.
the years. I don't
But
remember.
so when and you're talking about the Rolling Stones, the merch company bought the tour originally. So he would buy the tour and give them, I'm throwing stupid numbers out, but he'd give them like $50 million or $100 million, and then he
collects all the merch
He
revenues.
collects the merch revenue, and that he was.
Well, no one's when they're taking a percentage of our merch revenue, we're not getting any upfront advance for that merch money.
Right.
So that's where it feels not aligned to have the venue get a cut of the artist merch revenue. So we're really happy that Live Nation has made that change, and we're excited.
Well, you
to-
inspired me. I stayed in now when I stay in hotels when I'm touring. I bring a dustbuster and I make my own bed, and then I get them.
You
to take
guys really fit in.
I
on
know.
I take $3 off
Gracie
of the housekeeping.
does the whole bed bug check.
I check for bed bugs at every hotel.
Oh, I won't even sleep. I have a cocoon.
Oh, what does that mean? 'Cause
Don't even
can
tell
I,
her.
Can I get
Don't
one?
even tell her.
No, you have no idea,
next
Gracie.
tour is
I
gonna
have
be-
OCD and I'm medicated,
Yes.
and I can't. I have a black light, and then I have a sheet, it's not a sleeping bag, but it is. I don't touch that.
You sleep on top of the covers?
Well, not on top of the.
I do understand and relate to that a
Thank you.
lot.
Do you
Thank you.
really
Yeah.
do that? Are you serious?
A lot of it.
Okay.
A lot of it. Can we hear some more stuff?
Yes.
Do you want to hear a little cover?
Yeah, I wanted to hear
Love
your.
it.
I want you
Are
to
we
Lawrence
allowed?
supply. Are they allowed to? Does anybody know? Yes, thumbs up. Yes.
What do you
Something
want?
bluesy and funky.
No, let them choose. I like their taste.
Do that Toxic.
Sure.
All right, we're gonna do a
Toxic?
Lawrence style version of "Toxic" by Britney Spears.
Wow.
So we'll do two verses, so I can sing the first one, then you'll sing.
Cool. I don't know how the song goes. It's like
That's
first
never a
one.
good sign.
It's gonna be fine.
We haven't done this one in a while. Baby, can't you see? I'm calling. A girl like you should wear a warning. It's dangerous. I'm falling. There's no escape. I can't wait. I need a hit. Baby, give me, yeah, you're dangerous. I'm loving it. Too high,
you know that you're toxic? Yes, I think so. It's getting late to give you up. I took a sip from that devil's cup, slowly taking over me. Ooh, yeah. Too high, can't go down. It's in the air and it's all around. Ooh, yeah. Can you feel me now? Hey.
We'll tell you something else. I'm alright.
Yeah. You're toxic. I'm slipping under.
Taste of your poison paradise.
I'm addicted to it. Don't you know
that you're toxic?
You're amazing. Amazing. Are both of you single?
I'm not.
I am. Thanks for asking. And you know what? Thanks for asking. God.
Well, we're just opening up. Think of this as an app.
Why was that the follow-up question?
You're only single because you
I
want.
said, wow, that song was good.
You guys are amazing. Are you
I
both
love that.
single?
You're only single because you want to be single. That's the only reason
No,
you're
that's
single.
not true.
That is-
I
in
think
her
it's-
case, it is. She
Was that bad to ask that question, Jackie, right after?
I thought that was great.
Weird and random.
It was
I
also
love
like
that that's where your mind
toxic
went.
That's
when to
a-
are you both single?
It's a
It's just like two creepy men sitting on a couch listening to music. from
That's my
younger
daughter.
kids.
That's
I
my
know-
daughter.
I know.
And my son is also saying it's creepy. Were you also saying it was creepy, Alex?
Yeah, it was just they perform and then the first question is like, that was great.
Hey,
So
little
you guys
girl.
single?
Hey, little girl. Are you
Hey, I
single?
didn't go up and ask
I
for
think
a hug.
that this is. I think I'm going to predict that this is how you're going to meet your future.
Wow,
husband.
that would be great.
No, I
After
asked
all
for a
this
hug.
conversation about whether it was.
I
appropriate
asked for a
question.
hug only because of how talented you are.
shouldn't be
I
touching.
know.
Yeah, I did.
I'm aware. We don't have
Yes.
to double back on that one.
No, but
Yeah.
I'm saying,
You're making us seem creepy.
Yes.
yeah. Hey, little girl, are you single?
No, guys.
Yeah. No, never
I don't know how
mind.
to
No.
respond to this
Don't
anymore.
respond.
No,
and
you are,
listen.
speaking of responding to people, why are you playing that? Why are you
Talking
playing
about-
Here Comes...
Oh, here
I
comes
mean, your
Red.
future
People
yeah,
think-
it's true.
Because in looking up and doing research, people were asking, it's funny, people think that you guys are a couple.
I
Yeah.
know, it's disgusting.
That's happened. before.
What? Lou, wait.
Lou,
What?
do you don't think that Clyde is talented?
Of course.
Go give him a hug.
I love to give him a hug.
I was
I love to give him a hug.
But you're wearing your headset. Hang on.
But I did it.
Why do we have... What are you doing, Alex?
After
Alex!
Gracie's saying is why-
Alex!
I agree.
Alex!
You're incredibly talented.
Thank you.
You're no Gracie, but you are.
Oh!
Take it. I'll
You're
take
no
it.
Gracie? What are you
That's
doing?
alright.
God, it's great.
You are, man.
It's great.
I think they're
Say it
equally
louder.
as... No.
I think together you're like
Thank you.
They're like peanut butter and jelly.
right.
Thank you.
Or even a
You-
better
you-
dessert than that.
They're both great. That's not dessert, peanut butter and
So
jelly.
Reese's, it's a peanut butter chocolate.
Didn't you eat a
Reese's.
peanut butter and
They're
jelly?
like
sandwich?
ice cream with cherry on top together.
Wow.
What?
Take
Yes.
Just stop.
Yeah.
This is
It's like
just-
being in the room with like Dickinson and like Hemingway
That's irony.
at the same time.
Yes.
I-
Dickinson,
yes.
it's Larry Dickinson and Philip Hemingway.
Barney Hemingway.
They're special needs siblings of
I
these
only
great
just
writers.
noticed your Simon Cowell
He
portrait.
gave those. We have a Simon Cowell portrait over here. Who he gave those as rap gifts one
That's
year.
funny.
We
That's
all
so
wanted
funny.
a picture of him. Do
I
you know
love that.
Simon?
Not
No.
personally, but
No.
Of him.
we're fans of his work.
Yeah.
Yeah. He that is amazing. Do you do a lot when we see you live in just a Lawrence band concert? Is there a lot of what percentage is original and what percentage are covers?
Mostly original, but we do love to do that thing, which is make covers sound like us. So we have a
We
few.
always do a few covers,
Yeah.
and we kind of, because we started as like a college party band, we have a lot of back catalog of covers. So sometimes we don't even know which ones to play. We did a tour recently where we literally, it was a little more complicated than this, but like we wrote down songs. Like we had probably 50 or 60 songs on balls, like balls that you would find in like a ball pit at like a
those
kid's.
balls. Okay.
Yeah. And,
Really, Lou? Really?
and then we write down song names on testicles. No, we would. And then
Weird
fans
move
would,
for a family band, but
and then our fans would throw these ball pit balls that of songs that they wanted to hear
For requests.
into a bucket, and if they got it in, then during the show we would in the moment grab a random ball out of the bucket and play that song in the moment. So we kind of like to come up with fun creative
ways.
ways to switch
But
up the
it's
set
your
list.
rendition of these covers.
Yeah, we
right?
have, like, our
They don't
own-
sound anything like the
And
actual.
wasn't there a Lawrence Festival? Didn't you have these weird?
Yeah. Yeah,
These weird
we got to
fe-
get you out to the next one. That would be
Yeah.
really
I would
fun
love to.
if you
So
want
they have
to be a
these,
guest.
I think it's 2 or 3 day festival where Lauren in New York they did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of venue?
It was called Staycation, and we did it at a venue called Brooklyn Steel in New York. And we did 3 nights, and each night was a totally different theme. So one night was wedding night.
So you had to dress like you were.
Yep.
our
One night.
guitarist wore a wedding dress, and the rest of us wore suits.
Yeah. And then
That's a good
our
idea.
second night was Y2K themed. So it was like all like early 2000s vibes.
So we played like that Britney Spears cover.
Yeah.
among
Right.
Others.
And then the third night was New York themed. So we did a lot of like
In New York.
Yeah, it was like the big
Not a
finale.
stretch.
But we had a lot of special guests, and each night was a completely different set list. So over the course, if you came to the 3 nights, you were seeing 20 different songs each night.
Was this a one-time thing, or is this
We're gonna
something you're
do it
doing?
again, but we haven't like announced that or
tremendous amount
finalized
of
it.
Oh, you're not
work.
supposed to announce
Yeah.
it. Do we get another thumbs down?
Live,
Well, we don't even have the dates locked in, but we are hoping to do it again. But it was
Live
like,
Nation must have been thrilled with that gig.
it was fun. That one was actually not
Their
with
own.
Live Nation. That
That
was
they did their own.
the
They went-
competitor
Oh, okay.
AEG, I guess. But that was really fun, and it was very cool. We had, I mean, the whole thing sold out, but what was cool was that about a third of the audience came to all 3 nights, which was really like a special thing.
Yeah,
well,
like-
because they're not seeing the same show every
Exactly.
time.
Exactly. So people were seeing like essentially 6 hours of unique, and the way we dressed, the way we did the set, the way we had different openers each night, and
we
they
had
kind
costume
of
changes during the show. It was really like doing our own little like
Vegas
Broadway
show.
show.
Theater.
Yeah, exactly, like a Vegas show.
And you have there's
that
another
we-
sibling, Linus, who he
Yeah.
sometimes joins the band, right?
Yeah, he sings with us or sits in with us a lot during the New York shows.
Is he here?
He's
Is-
not here.
Oh.
He's in college. He's
He's much
younger,
younger, yeah.
but he's super talented. And when you were talking earlier about like influences that our parents gave us, like a big one is the Beach Boys, and that like we would listen all the time to the Beach Boys. And he at college created like a surf rock Beach Boys cover band.
John Stamos is in the other room. You know, he
Oh my
plays
God!
Coco.
Oh,
yeah,
that's right, that's
we gotta
right.
show him. It's
we gotta
insane. Like
show
it's
him our
so
brother's band.
good.
Maybe we'll
It's
barge
actually
him, 'cause
crazy.
He's with Matt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this:
Maybe we'll
the
see.
Our
Beatles
brother's
or
like
the
a
Stones?
I don't think we can compare.
The Stones. They gave you a job.
Exactly.
No.
We're
The
But
Stones-
I
the
would go
Stones
with the
put it-
Stones every time.
The Stones gave us a job, and for that we will never forget.
Are you just doing the one date, or are you going to
Just
do
the one date.
They-
But
I
it's
think
your
that they
hometown date.
famously have like a different opener every show, which is
It's
such
really
a cool
cool,
thing to
yeah.
do. Like a lot of big acts.
No, I do that.
Do you do that?
Oh yeah.
That's cool.
Well,
but
it's not
you're
cool. It's because I hire them for the whole tour, but they only last one night
Right.
because they quit. Working
Got
with
it.
me is hell.
Got
Like,
it.
I don't think you're going to come back and do this podcast tomorrow, right?
Oh, if
I
we
mean,
were
if
here,
we were
we
here,
would be
yeah.
down. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
We'll
that's
be
how
here
they
every
say
day.
it.
May I-
Oh,
may I-
shoot.
May I
Cut
just
it.
say? May I just say that maybe you know you got a job with the Stones, but maybe the Beatles haven't heard your music yet.
Well, I don't want to be the one to break this to you, but 2 of the Beatles are dead.
Oh well, fuck that.
Oh,
But,
wait.
I know. Sorry.
Breaking news.
Slow down.
In all
Is the chat
seriousness, though,
going crazy, Jack?
But we do like.
You don't just blurt that out.
I know. Sorry. We should have put like some kind of warning on the screen. But we're massive Beatles fans too. Like that.
You can't be with everybody that they love.
I think the Stones are much better. I think that White Album is so overrated. I can't stand
Wow,
it.
you think
Fighting
the White Album
words.
is so overrated?
Jeez.
Overrated.
You're not
You
going to
think
get
you
me
could
to
write
say a
something
bad
better?
word about the
Yeah,
Beatles
no
or the
chance.
Stones.
You
I'd
shouldn't
say
get anybody to
the
say it. And
Beatles,
are you
the
trying to get
Stones,
love from
Stevie
the-
Wonder.
Stevie
There's some
Wonder.
artists that you can't even.
You trying to get some
because
free
they're
merch
Do you
so-
do
from
any?
the Stones?
Do you do any Stevie Wonder covers?
Oh
Yeah. Yeah, we
Do
do.
one?
Can I grab another water? Ugh,
Yeah.
I'm so high maintenance.
You like that? You don't do that. That gets. It was wonderful. You just, that vocal fry. Yeah. A lot of people here in California talk like that.
You recorded a song. You recorded a song. Can't hear you. Got pants on.
I did.
You want to sing a little bit?
No. You don't want me to sing at all.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I'd like to think that I can do a few different things with my voice. Sometimes it's a little Fry-esque, but I try not to.
It's a good tool, I think, in music, but it's a horrible tool in talking.
It's true. I did a TV show a few years ago, and I made a character choice to speak like that. And then when we were doing ADR, I was like, oh my God, like every line they wanted me to be like, and I was like, this is going to be painful for people to listen to.
No consonants.
It was just
What?
You know how you always say you just want people to like jump in and talk?
Yeah.
Do you want anything from the stand? They're ordering food.
You guys want any food?
Oh, I'm okay.
I'm
Thank you.
okay.
Yeah, I want a
But I
burger.
do really love how that operates because it's
What?
very similar to how our band
This
operates.
is. I love that.
Yeah.
This is. We haven't talked about either. This is like a family operation in the same way that ours is. That's
Yeah,
like-
this
Yeah.
is not
I love.
anything.
We love to see that.
There's no. I'll have a hamburger, a stand burger. But do I have anything to eat?
I'm
No,
okay.
I'm
Like,
okay.
it's not like we're busy. We're never busy. Do you want something to eat? Your management? What's his name? Scott?
Zach.
Zach. But can I call him Scott?
Yeah.
Scott, do you
Go.
want anything to eat?
Good, thank you.
Yeah. How long have you been with Zach?
Since
5 years
Yeah,
now.
5 years.
Zach's the best.
He's
and the
literally
whole
the best.
squad. Sarah, Ariana.
Oh, he's got a company.
He's got
Yeah.
a company.
Does he
ground
manage
up
other bands?
management.
He manages a lot of really. He does manage other artists. He manages a lot of really talented, like writers and producers that like write big hit songs.
your
for
favorite pop
A lot of
songs,
really,
yeah.
really awesome big pop songs.
Like-
for
like
Dua
what-
Lipa, Shawn Mendes.
But
Tom-
who wrote them?
He has a bunch of
Emily
awesome
Warren,
clients. Zach,
Scott
anyone
Harris.
you'd like to plug today? Yeah.
You shouldn't be like you should promote your whole roster.
There's nobody on my roster that I want to promote that's better than these two.
Oh,
there we go.
give him a
That's
promotion.
amazing. The fact that you hired somebody who has the ability to bullshit with such no commitment.
And a
Yeah.
fellow Upper West Side Jew, no
Yeah.
less.
More the
he's
family.
pretending
Yeah.
to be a LA guy, but he's a New York guy at heart.
For sure.
Yeah, no, that's great. But you guys, do you write? Do you write too?
Yeah.
Gracie.
Yeah.
You play guitar, right?
Not well.
Okay.
I'd like to stick to the things I'm actually good at, but I can tinker enough on a piano
You're a good piano
to
player,
know how to write a song with
I'm
it.
also blown away by, and if you get a chance to see them, you really, Gracie, are a great showman.
Thank you.
Do you say showwoman? Do you say show?
I'm the greatest showman.
Show them.
That movie was
person.
based on me.
The whole movie was based on
Shaman.
you.
Yeah.
Shaman.
A shaman.
I'm the
That's what I'm
greatest
saying.
shaman.
We took ayahuasca to your but the point is, you got to see her live because
Thank
you use that stage. You know, I
Thank
watched you
you.
so many times and just
Aw.
sitting on the edge of the stage and going down and using the whole Jonas Brothers
Yeah.
giant setup.
Yeah.
But it seemed like they were using your stage
Oh,
you really
that's
made
very
it.
kind.
You make it your own.
Well, thank you.
Yes.
I love performing. I think it's like I just love it so much. And to the extent that the acting thing and the singing thing can come together in some place, it's on stage.
I always believe that when you guys are singing that, and that's another thing, it's real. And I use this word ad nauseum, but authentic,
Yeah.
It is. What are the super chatters saying, Jackie?
They want you to sing.
I was gonna say I didn't know
Okay.
whether it was
April
kosher for me
June
to.
wants you to sing,
Someone
and
paid
DS
multiple
Man says
dollars.
better than Billy and Phineas, and
Oh.
Black Media Presents says Lawrence, you are amazing. What a talent.
Thank
Howie
you.
You should check them out. I want them to be my house band. Black Media Presents are on TikTok.
Cool.
You guys should check them out.
Yeah.
Check it out.
He's
for
really
sure.
good. They're really good too.
Really good. But you guys.
You want to sing something again?
Sure. Should we do another original? Do we want to do it? You were saying Stevie Wonder before.
Whatever.
I'm trying to think of,
You guys tell me because I don't want
do a
to.
little bit of Confident and Insecure. I feel like that.
Oh,
would-
yeah.
Oh, I like that song.
The other one, yeah.
I do
feel
know
like
that
that'll
one.
Oh
be-
boy.
What?
This hour
I've got the wand.
for singing.
Is it? Why is it harder to sing in the morning?
Because the same way that like
Because
when you
she's
talk.
sick.
No,
She
it's
is
it's
sick.
not a sickness thing. Truly, it's why like
I haven't
when
heard
you
her cough or anything. Do
when
you
you
think?
when you
I think
hear
I sound more sick of the two of us.
when you hear like if someone's on like a morning talk show and they're
Right.
doing a singing performance,
Yeah.
it always sounds a little rougher.
Mm-hmm.
It's just because your voice hasn't warmed up yet, and to the extent
Amen.
that I don't really
Do you do warm-ups?
not enough, and so I usually just talk a lot during the day, and I assume that works. And
Oh,
then,
that's a warm-up. So when
Yeah.
people say, Gracie, you talk too much, you go, no.
No, it's part
I
of my
warm
job. It's
up
part of
a
my
lot."
process. Okay, don't silence me.
You're funny.
Okay.
We got song requests in the comments.
Go ahead. Take them.
Now let's do.
Okay,
let's
the
do
song's
this one.
called "I'm Confident That I'm Insecure."
I love it.
It's a great song. I listen to it a lot.
Yeah.
So easy. It makes it look so easy.
Well, shucks, I think I need to go to therapy, but I'm tough. So I'm just gonna cry in bed for free, but enough. Like maybe I've been living in denial for a while. It sucks. My brain tells me to eat a bag of dicks, and I suck at knowing when my mind is playing tricks. Now I'm stuck. How come it didn't dawn on me before? I'm confident that I'm insecure. Whoa. I'm confident that I'm insecure. Yeah. I'm not deep, don't wanna know what death is all about, but I need to know that if I die that you'll be proud of me. And everything you hope that I would be, I'd be. But I'm a weak owl, criticism knocks me to the ground when I speak. I don't like hearing words that's coming out, but God please, how come you didn't tell me this before? I'm confident that I'm insecure. I'm confident I'm insecure. Yeah. Hey, and I'm confident that I'm insecure when
In the morning,
I'm insecure.
in the evening,
I'm insecure. In the afternoon, I'm a rising Pisces in a fucked up
I'm
mood.
insecure.
Hey, in the morning,
insecure.
when you leave,
and I'm insecure.
hey,
But everybody gets insecure sometimes, right, guys?
hi.
Hey.
And I know the great world sometimes feels like just a wall. And I know the Ringo sometimes wishes he was Paul. And I know that Jersey wonders, am I even sure? And I'm confident that I'm insecure. Hey, I'm confident that I'm insecure. I'm confident that I'm insecure. Ooh. Oh, and I'm confident that I'm insecure.
I
Wow.
love that song.
Thank you.
You know, that's personally my favorite, and I'll tell you why. Because my soapbox
Yeah.
in life is mental health.
Yeah.
You know, and I've been very open about it, and I love. I just love. I say I'm now comfortable with my discomfort.
Exactly.
You know, and so that song really spoke to me.
Well,
And I like it because of the rhymes.
oh, that's good too. We try to appeal to both. But I appreciate that. And also, I will say, the things you were talking about earlier, I relate to very deeply in my life and have gone to therapy for years to deal with anxiety and compulsive tendencies, and so your story like means a lot to me, and
thank
you being
you.
open about it has
Well,
meant
you
a lot
being
to me.
open right now, as soon as you know, I come from a generation, I'm a lot older
Yeah.
than you. I come up from a generation where mental health, even speaking about it
Yeah.
or doing anything about it, is a stigma. And I went and spoke on Capitol Hill to.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I wanted insurance companies to parody the money that they put toward mental health as like they do to physical. You know, you can get covered if you see a broken bone. You can't get covered from an insurance company because you can't function because you're feeling like you can't function.
Well, that's not a real illness, Howie.
It is, and it's more painful than anything physical. So I love that you did that, and I think that all your songs are the truth, and you're inspired by what happens, right?
Yeah.
Your life. It's kind of like my comedy.
It's amazing.
Totally. And I think like your comedy, like I see those lyrics are hopefully funny to people because that's the way that even though it's like traumatic in my own life, it's still funny and I can still see it through that lens. And that's still the way that I want to write about those things.
Did you write that, or both of you wrote that?
We both write everything.
Oh, okay.
I think a lot of those lyrics.
And we have some other
yeah.
really talented people in the
Yeah.
band.
The
and
band
outside
is
who we
as
collaborate with,
Mel
too.
B says, off the chain. The band is amazing. I love when you just posted something a couple of days ago that you were just jamming. You were going around the room and everybody was.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, those are our acoustic-ish videos with a bunch of our friends that we bring in too. Yeah.
I love them. It's like
Yeah.
everybody's great. Like
Yeah.
every time you pan over, then this guy sings and you go, holy shit,
Yeah.
who the fuck is that?
A lot of
And
those
then-
people are not even in our full-time band.
Yeah.
They're just like talented friends that we bring in for those videos.
Yeah.
even.
Yeah.
They're amazing.
They're amazing.
They're amazing.
They all have their own
thing.
projects,
Yeah,
too, that
people
are awesome.
should look them up.
You're
They're
just,
incredible.
I spend hours and hours and hours, and that's where I get my music. And I've been watching you for years now, and
Thank you.
And
For years you've been watching these guys?
yeah,
That's amazing.
Didn't I start?
Yeah.
Because you started answering me about a year ago.
No, I answered you before then.
Did you?
Yep.
Then I didn't
It's
see
on
your
you.
answers.
Well, I
Yeah.
just discovered you today, both of you, and you're just amazing.
Thank
But I
you.
think they're already huge, and I just
Yeah.
think you
In
got
my
to,
mind,
Zach, you
you're
don't have a
huge.
big job ahead of you because they're exploding. They really are, and I can't believe that you allowed them to just come onto my podcast because it's
Oh, we're gonna have a talk about it after.
Yeah. This is the last day of Zach's job.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they got to sing in the morning and whatever. Do you guys ever?
It sounded great.
Thank you.
Siblings and family members. As much as there's an amazing dynamic, there can be a rough dynamic too, where if you're not getting along or you get mad at each other, there's things that you might say to each other that you probably wouldn't say to somebody
Yeah.
you were working with for the day. I'll give you an example. Like about a couple of weeks ago, my son said to me, "Go fuck yourself,
No,
Dad."
don't tell
No, he did. I think we have a tape of it, right? Do you have a recording of it? You have a recording?
I shake
This
my
was him.
head.
This was him. Where is it? Start the fucking show now.
You, Dad.
Oh, fuck you. Okay, so that's a tape. There he is, right there.
That was real.
And that was real. And I left.
He left.
I left.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And Jackie-
had to do the show
And she did
all by
great.
herself.
Wow.
So
good
have
for
you ever said, fuck you, Gracie, fuck you, and then she left and then you had to sing a song? Like, have you ever had that kind of dynamic?
I don't think we've ever said "fuck you" to each other.
You think it?
I think we've sure. I mean, I think we don't. I think we've been really frustrated
Well,
with
look,
each other.
somebody made art. One of our followers.
Wow.
One of our followers
That's pretty good.
did art.
Is that supposed to be Jackie?
That's Jackie and
That's
Alex.
me?
Yeah, it's not me. That's you and Jackie. Who was the follower that did that?
A blind
thank you.
person.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Gracie, you were speaking.
No, we definitely have had so much frustration towards each other in moments, but I think we tend to really. It's annoying to say, but we do really work it out. We do really talk about everything. We talk
Well,
about
hello.
everything ad
I'm here
nauseam.
today. I'm
I know.
here today. We worked it out.
Yeah, of course. And I think we discuss everything really in depth and at.
But what if you don't have
Nauseam.
time? Does something you've ever snapped right before a show?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had
moments.
a few moments, and then, but I think at the end of the day,
This is show business, Howie. Okay,
well,
you got.
Explain it to me.
I do
It's-
think I do think
does
that,
it work?
If you're familiar, but-
our incentive not to be so analytical about it, but it's like our incentives are aligned. We're rooting for each other. We want to have a great show. Like if we're frustrated, there's no.
Unlike my family. Is that what you're saying?
Unlike a lot of people, unlike some families that don't work together, probably your family is more similar to ours in the respect that like everyone wants it to be a good show. So it's like there are families that just say, "Oh, fuck you," because they get some kind of value, even if it's like this fucked up good feeling out of putting the other person down. It's
Like
for
Oasis.
me, there's no value in me saying something mean to Gracie right before a show if I think it's going to make her performance worse. And there have been times when we've like gotten a little bit of a disagreement or frustrated moment right before a show, but I think like we both are like, but it's okay.
There's actually a moment. Is it out yet? We put out this documentary series, and there's one moment that they got on camera that I didn't even remember, but it was a moment right before we get on stage. I don't think it's out. It's in one of the
Is
episodes.
it out yet, Zach?
It's not in one of the
episodes
episodes
that has not come out
Not
yet.
not out yet. And you see us for a second. Just
Where
have
is
a
it
thing.
on, the documentary?
YouTube.
Yeah, you can
There's
watch.
a whole
It was like
12
we put out 8
series,
episodes
Oh, I'm gonna
already.
watch
It's like 10 to 15 minute episodes showing like the behind the scenes of our tour.
You know the band Oasis, right? The
Yeah,
two brothers?
of course.
They beat the shit out of each
Yeah.
other on stage. Has that ever happened between the two of you?
Never that.
You've
We've
never
never
you've-
physically
never
taken each
physically.
other
You never-
down.
But there are so many.
You've never
examples of-
kicked Gracie.
Never.
I don't
think we've
Gracie
ever-
used to bite me as
Yeah.
a kid, but other than
Have you
that,
kicked?
I would just get so
Have
angry.
you
Hit
kicked?
him?
I was like a 3-year-old.
Clyde?
Yeah.
But how old were
Do
you
you
when you
remember,
did it?
Dad, when Alex beat me up?
Yes.
Alex beat me
Over
up.
music. Over music.
Over, let it be. Let it be.
Wait, clear up how old we were, so it's not.
No.
You
like
clear it up.
yesterday.
You clear it up.
When it was the only time Jackie and I ever got
Physical.
in the slightest, and I think I was maybe 13 or something like that, and I wouldn't let her sing "Let It Be."
No, you were young.
Which is ironic,
maybe
right?
Maybe like 10 or
Because
11.
we're like 6 years. We're.
We're 4 years apart.
Oh, okay. Whatever. I took the music because he wouldn't let me sing it,
And she started to tear it up, so I stepped on her toes and pushed her backwards.
and it hit my head.
Wow.
Oh, that's terrible.
that's
We're violent.
We've never been.
I don't think we've ever gotten in a physical
It was
fight.
our only
Well, you
fight
bit
ever.
him.
No, that was
Yeah,
that
but
was
he
our
took
only
it.
fight ever.
Have you ever given him an elbow
you
like
feel
in the
bad
ribs?
now?
No. We've never.
One thing that I think is cool is we realized during the making of our third album, which is our most recent album, not the one that's about to come out.
Not
that
Family Business,
Fam-
which is not announced yet.
Family Business
The-
is announced, but the release
date,
date's
yeah.
not announced.
Well,
But
I read you're going to do like a world tour on Family
we
Business.
are, yeah,
Europe
and that's
and-
already announced.
That's announced.
So if you're watching,
Go to Lawrence.com.
LawrenceTheBand.com.
Or Live
/tour.
Nation.
We're going to
we'll
put it
tell you.
in our, Jeremy, you'll put it in our.
That would be great. Yeah, tickets are on sale. We have a show in LA, although I think that's sold out.
The
already.
Wiltern.
At the
Yeah.
Wiltern, yeah.
Beautiful theater.
But
And Radio City Music
Radio
Hall.
City Music
Yeah.
Hall in New York, which
Beautiful
is going to be
theater.
awesome. But yeah, for our last album, we realized that we'd never explicitly written a song about our relationship, the two of us.
Look,
Oh my God! Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
It's so great to meet you.
they
Mr.
love.
Stamos.
So nice to meet you.
Do you know them?
So great to
Yes,
meet you. We're
they
a
love
huge
the
fan.
Beach Boys in the '60s. They have a whole
Nice to
vibe
see
about them.
They are amazing. Yeah, let him sit.
No, I said,
Let him sit. No, sit for a second,
We
John.
got to show you our brother. So we are huge Beach Boys fans.
We're big fans of yours.
And,
John
yeah,
Stamos.
yours in all of your different many talents.
and
But our little brother is like a fanatical
Linus
Beach
is his
Boys,
name.
like encyclopedic Beach Boys, brilliant.
Yeah.
And started a Beach Boys cover band and does
Oh, really?
these unbelievable like 9-part harmonies.
And he's 20.
We got to
Have
show
you
you.
heard them?
He's
we're
20.
yeah,
They're
they were
amazing.
just showing me, but I had heard of them.
Do you play any Beach Boy cover? Do you do
Do
a bit?
we?
We
We
could.
could.
Let's
but
do it.
Is your brother here?
He's
No.
not,
Not
but
here.
his band's
Cool.
called the Stowaways, and they're
They're
incredible.
amazing. Look up
Is
the
he kind of like the bonus Jonas, like the one that we don't?
No, he's
the
more
extra?
No, he's
talented
the-
than
yeah,
both of us.
he's-
Although
yeah.
maybe Frankie Jonas is also that way.
Yeah,
we
pretty
met him and he's pretty
He does
amazing.
guest
They're opening for the Stones, for the Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
And the Jonas Brothers.
Which at the same
And
time?
they've got their own tour.
Are you really opening for the Stones now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
next,
kidding.
this
Where-
weekend we're opening.
Yeah.
Where
for
at?
Stones.
MetLife.
MetLife Stadium.
Is that here?
No, in
No,
New
The
in
Jersey.
Jersey.
Giant Stadium in New Jersey.
I'm not a sports guy. I
A
saw-
Rolling Stones guy, you are.
Yeah, you're right. That's incredible. Are
Yeah.
you guys just
Amazing.
it's
Play
like-
something.
pretty cool.
Let's school John right now on what
Should
you
do.
do.
Should
Listen
do
to
a little
this.
Beach Boys?
Yeah.
How about like Help Me Rhonda or something?
I don't know any of the words, but I'll make them up. I hope that's not offensive to
No,
you.
it's- I didn't write
I'm
it.
trying to think of something we can like make Lawrence-ified a little bit.
What about like?
Do you know Kokomo? He played on
Oh, we
Kokomo.
could do that, yeah.
Also, wouldn't it be nice could have like a
Oh, that's
wonderful.
like do whatever you think.
You tell me.
They just they're amazing.
I know.
I was
Oh,
gonna
in
do
my
it
room. Do it in my room.
In my room.
In my room.
Let's do it here. There's a place where I can go and tell my secrets to. In my room.
Wow.
In my room.
Oh my God.
My room.
Should I sing that?
In this world, I knock out all my worries and my fears in my room. In my room.
Let's do a different key for
yeah.
the bridge.
My dreaming and my scheming, lie awake and pray.
I can't believe this.
To my crying and my saying, love like yesterday. Now it's dark and I'm alone, but I won't be afraid. I won't be afraid in my room.
Oh, in my room.
In my room, in my room, in my room, in my room.
Oh my God. That's stunning.
Thank you.
Oh my God. I gotta. I just realized there was no piano on it, but I'm gonna send it to Mike and Brad. There's a.
Please.
Tomorrow
oh my
is
God.
the premiere of their documentary on Disney Plus.
Amazing,
And,
yes.
um,
I can't wait to see that.
You guys got to come out to a show or something. Where are you from?
New York.
New York.
Yeah.
We're there
love
in a couple
to.
weeks.
Yeah.
Which are you guys all
Bring
checking-
Linus.
Yeah, we gotta bring Linus.
We gotta. Our brother is like
Phenomenal.
Who's also a great
Brilliant.
singer. They're
brilliant
You know,
singer,
they are just amazing.
You saw them on Instagram? Is that how you found them? On
No,
Instagram?
I found them originally on. I found them originally on a Microsoft ad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
our song was
Our
synced
song,
in
yeah.
a Microsoft ad.
I'm so grateful to meet you.
Here,
two.
let's
my
play
God.
them one original that here. Listen, just to
Okay,
give
sure.
1
What do you
second,
wanna do?
What do you want to play?
that you
Should
guys
we do. Like
do.
an old one? I
Do
feel
an
like
old
we
one.
played all the new ones. Maybe we
Sure.
should do like. Do you want to do nothing with me?
Or like heartburn or something.
Oh, cool. Let's do that. All right, this is a song. You'll like this one.
Okay.
So this is a song called the Heartburn Song, and it is both about. It seems like it's a love song about heartbreak, but it's actually just about having heartburn.
This is the most Jewish
so
song
Jewish.
ever. Yeah.
I know. That's why I was like, how he's gonna
Jewy,
love this one.
Enjoy the Jewish.
Yeah.
It sounds really cool. and
But I'm sorry I missed what you interviewed. But like, did you guys grow up as like a family playing
they're-
music, like the Partridge Family?
He at 4 years old he joined the. I'm gonna recap because people just joined their podcast.
Oh, sorry. Okay, well you can delete this.
His no, it doesn't matter. His dad wrote on Family Ties and was a supervising producer and wrote the movies Miss Congeniality. He wrote other things too, but
I
Miss
auditioned for that
Congeniality.
movie, and I
Miss
didn't
Congeniality.
What's the dad's
We'll
name?
file a formal complaint.
Could you?
Lawrence.
Mark Lawrence.
Mark Lawrence.
Lawrence, oh, wow.
Okay, and then he wrote the song for Miss Congeniality for the pageant at 4 years old. He wrote that. But
So how does it? Do you guys just start? Like, I'm freaked out by these kids on Instagram that are like 4 years old and they play drums better than I'll ever play. But how it just comes up? You just had it, or I think this generation, by the way, is like. You know, you guys are in your DNA is you know American Idol and YouTube and like if I wanted to learn to play something on drums, I gotta
Well,
buy
how
the
did you
records.
learn to drum?
Well, I had lessons, but I would slow. I remember putting my finger on a record to slow down a Buddy Rich, solo or
that's
something.
cool.
Now you guys can get it so fast, but you just had it, huh? Everybody just had it.
We were just playing from a really young age. You know, yeah. There's the two of us, and then our brother, and like we
Okay.
were always just.
Well,
Play Heartburn.
All right.
Play Heart. You got to hear how good they are. There.
Why? Just
And then-
This one's cool with the full. We have an 8-piece band.
I'll
with
try to
horns
play
and
the
whole-
parts of the
whole nine.
horns with my mouth.
All right. Hey, yeah.
How
It's gonna be alright. Hey, yeah. I told you not to play with that fire, but you just had to give it a taste. And I'm trying to be a friend, but I fear how this'll end. So don't say I didn't want you when you're sweating in the face. And I know you feel the heat, but I can see. Oh, you love your sympathy, and I feel that you're in deep. But when your head gets burned, don't be concerned, it's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. You tell me not to worry about you. You say that you are doing just fine, but you'll fight and make the tears, and the smoke is in your ears. So make some news a caution label. You should write the song. And I know, hey, you feel the heat, but I can see. Oh, you know your sympathy, and I feel that you're in deep. But when your head gets burned, don't be a concern, it's gonna be alright. Oh yeah, it's gonna be alright. Hey, it's gonna be alright. Hey, it's gonna be alright.
How did you learn to play piano like that? Did it just come to you?
I just listened to like a ton of
Yeah.
like Billy Preston.
Yeah, that's right.
Like Billy Preston, Dr. John, Ben Folds, Elton John, Billy Joel.
How about Elton? And he did that great tour with what's his name? He passed away, the white-haired guy.
Leon Russell.
Yeah, Leon Russell.
Yeah,
Great.
Leon Russell's amazing.
I think they're going to give Eilish and the brother of Phineas a run for the money.
That's what I said right at the beginning. They want you, Matt wants you back
I'm busy
in there.
with this thing. Can I just? I'm almost done. Did you ever hear Ray Charles doing "Sail on Sailor"? Because I bet you'd kill that.
Yeah.
In that special. Is that gonna? Is G? Is it okay?
Well, I don't even know.
That's
He
like
was-
one of my favorite songs of all time.
Well, listen to this.
He was doing.
Sail on, sailor.
I said the ocean. On sail in the ocean. You gotta watch Rich. Like he pulled way behind the beat, you know. And I played on the track. So we were playing. They were just playing the track, but it was so super far behind. And he was reading the lyrics with one hand and playing it with the other hand. It was incredible.
That's
It's on a
amazing.
whole
My daddy was
special.
reading the lyrics.
Yeah, why?
Unless you're a
Oh, sorry.
conspiracy
Well, I
theorist.
meant no, but I, one hand. You got me there.
Yeah.
It's such a pleasure to
want
see
you.
you guys. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm coming.
So great meeting
Are
you.
you
Nice to
guys
meet
in
you.
town? So
We're
you're
in town
going.
for the week.
Is
We're
the-
actually
Sorry.
tonight. Do you guys know Jacob Collier? He's like wildly
yeah,
talented
yeah,
musician.
yeah.
He's performing at the Greek Theater. We're gonna go
so
to that.
cool.
He's gonna be
You guys have to come to a Beach Boy show. We're in New York, but
We would
we're at the
love
Greek
to.
Theater at the end
We'll
of
all
August.
exchange. I'll get
Yeah.
you
I'd
the
love
numbers.
it,
that'd
and
be
I'd love to
awesome.
meet your brother. Congratulations!
Thank you so
what
much.
What a
Thank
thrill to
you.
see you
We're
guys.
such
Congrats.
fans of
Yeah.
yours.
Well, I'm not
So
that
cool.
great. Ask Howie.
He's amazing.
No, you-
And I go watch
so
his band.
multi-talented.
John's
So
got his
sick.
own band too.
Oh,
which
amazing.
I've
Not
not
like
seen live.
this. Not like these guys.
we want to see it all.
Well, thank you, and
Thank
nice
you.
to meet
Nice
you
to
both.
meet you.
Thanks for popping in.
You're doing
Yeah.
a Matt Friend podcast right now. Which
We
is
love
awesome.
Matt
We love
too. We've
Matt,
known
yeah.
Matt for
Oh, you
years.
have? How?
We've known Matt for
knows
years
everything.
and years.
I think it's only been like 2 years.
Well, I've known I met his
Oh, you know
sister
his family.
years-
That's right.
One of his cousin is like one of my closest friends. So I've
so
known
funny.
about him or whatever. for
I'm doing his
years.
podcast too. So
He's
check
so
that out
good.
when that comes out. The Matt Friend podcast. See ya, John.
So
Nice
great
to
meeting
meet
you.
you.
John's book is still selling.
like humans.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. That's Gizmo.
Nice to meet you.
Did you watch Gremlins, the movie?
No.
You never saw Gremlins?
I didn't.
Oh, well, I did the Gizmo voice. There's a little character Gizmo.
Oh, cool.
I used to do a lot of voices.
Yeah.
Cartoons like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Muppet Babies
Of
and
course.
Bobby's World. No,
We love.
I'm very
I did,
important.
You know the Animaniacs?
Sure.
I did the songs for
With Jordan.
with Jordan from our band for the like recent reboot of it. They did like 4 seasons.
You do a lot
it
of
on
scoring
Hulu.
now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of I've done a bunch. Well, obviously, because from a young age, I was exposed to that world through my dad.
Is your dad writing right now? Is he writing?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a bunch of cool stuff, and he's done, and it's been cool. Like as I got, obviously, when I was super young, I wrote like a song here, a song there for it. But his last couple movies that he did, like I did the whole score for it.
Can
which
you
is
ask your
really
dad
fun.
to write something for me?
Yeah,
I would like
Absolutely.
to. I love his stuff.
So this was just a long play for.
Yeah, really. Go through the kids.
You and John
If you can.
Stamos co-starring in the next Mark.
Well,
Lawrence
it is.
picture.
Next romantic
Will you tell
comedy,
Mark
yeah.
Lawrence. Mark, if you're watching,
I'm sure he would be honored.
I'm available.
I'm sure he'd be honored.
That's awesome.
You guys are amazing. So what should I? What do we want to plug? On YouTube, the Lawrence Band
Documentary.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good one. Yeah, on our
that's-
YouTube channel. There's
I would say also like come to a show. We just put out a bunch of tour dates. A
doing
lot
a
of them.
world headline tour starting in July in Europe and stretching all the way through the U.S. in the fall, and that's all in support of our album
Family Business, which you're not allowed to talk about yet.
No, but it will come. It'll be out before the tour, and the tour is soon, so you can do the math.
I don't think it's math. I don't think it's math. I think it's just literature, just reading.
Yeah. You can
Yeah.
do the calendar math.
Yeah.
Yes, and Zach, is there anything else that we need to like business wise that we should merch? Merch.
Merch is great. There's a Discord channel. There's LawrenceTheBand.com.
Watch season 3 of Sex Lives of College Girls once it comes out, which I don't know when it is.
Have you
but
already recorded it? Have you
I'm
filmed
in
it?
the process of filming it
Are you filming it in New York or here?
here.
Here, wow.
So I'm here.
Gracie was
but-
living out here for the whole last chunk of us trying to record this album,
Yeah.
and it was like a crazy thing. She was on set, and we were sending her bounces to listen to, and it was a crazy. It was fun though.
yeah.
Wow. How much time does that take to film? Because it's an ensemble cast.
It is a lot. I mean, a lot considering that it's the first time I've ever been this prominent of a role in something.
Oh, it's really? What?
It's not over, is it?
Kinda. Mindy, do you work with Mindy directly?
Yeah,
I love Mindy Kaling.
She's
She is
incredible. Yeah,
genius.
I haven't spent that much time with her yet, but she's just because it's new. But
The production company, one of the producers, is 3 Arts.
yeah, she's amazing.
know 3 Arts?
I do. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you with 3 Arts?
No,
She is, I think.
I cool.
I was there. The guy who owns 3 Arts, one of the guys that owns 3 Arts, is my best friend in the whole world.
Who
We
is
grew up
that?
together. Not Howard Klein. You're talking
Howard
about
Klein.
Yeah, Howard, but Michael Rotenberg, his partner.
I'm pretty impressed with myself that I just pulled out Howard Klein, though.
Right.
I
You're
mean,
really
he
good
is
with Jewish
he
names.
is he is a
More
very,
uncles.
very prominent
Yeah, just
figure,
Howard
but it was
Klein, you had
very
like
it
a
was very
1 in 5
Hollywood
shot.
of me.
Howard, when there were just 3 of them, Howard and Michael were partners. Michael Rotenberg grew up with me. We've been best friends since we were 12 years
Wow.
old in Toronto.
Well, thank them for somehow employing
Howard
me.
Klein, Michael, and who else?
The last guy was. Do you remember what his name was? The little Romanian guy. I forget his name.
I'm seeing some people in the comments talk about our different tour dates. You can see them all on our website, lawrencetheband.com/tour.
Get in
We're
there,
literally
Clyde.
going all over Europe, all over North America.
You got to read the super chats.
lot of
though.
good stuff.
Super chats are important, right, Jackie? What are you doing, Jackie?
Oh, there we go. She's pulling up. Oh yeah, we have this. You would
Oh,
like
look at
this
this.
video. The video we have in the top is pretty fun, in which
What's
we
that?
announce the tour. This is our video in which.
You announced the tour?
Yeah, I don't
So
know if the
let's-
sound is going to come through.
The sound will come through. Play it.
Is
All
that
right.
the whole family?
Play it. That's the band.
The whole machine?
Watch. Watch.
Oh, hello there. Welcome to the office of Lawrence. I'm Gracie Lawrence, co-founder and CVO, Chief Vocal Officer.
And I'm Clyde Lawrence, co-founder and chairman of the Keyboard. We're projecting our company's biggest year yet.
And we've got some very exciting announcements that we can't wait to share with you.
But before we do, let's peel back the curtain and show you the ins
And outs.
of what it's like to be an independent band.
Here at
Goes on
Lawrence,
for like
we
3
believe
minutes.
music
Yeah,
should be made with people you
don't have-
love.
That's why we've assembled a world-class team of go-getters,
Those are all the other
do-gooders,
guys in the
and
band.
horn tutors who work long hours and late nights, ensuring that each of our handcrafted soul pop bangers is of the highest quality.
And it doesn't hurt that they're our best friends.
Sure, conflicts arise.
I think you were a little flat on that second pre-chorus.
Take it up with HR.
You're saying it takes 18 weeks to manufacture vinyl records? How many times have I told you? You can't
Not
shit
trained
on a
actors,
forward. It's an
contrary to
emergency.
popular.
But it makes it funnier. It's
At the end
authentic.
of the day,
We're more than just
I don't mind
friends.
playing it.
We're family.
and that's why we're calling our brand new album
Family Business!
That's right. Family Business will be coming out later this year. And
Excuse me? That sounds great, boss, but what about a tour?
Welcome to the family business.
Love it.
I love that. Oh,
hello again. There's a part two.
And I'm Gracie.
In our
Is it-
previous video, we told you a little about ourselves and our brand new upcoming
I don't want to make you
album,
uncomfortable,
Family
but I'm enjoying
No,
it.
please.
what?
Laughs along the way.
At the end of the video, one of our valued team members asked a pivotal question.
Let's see how it unfolds.
That sounds great, boss, but what about a tour?
Great question, Sumner.
We'll be commencing our biggest ever headline tour in Q3 of 2024.
What's in store for the family business tour?
Glad you asked.
Gracie singing,
Clyde singing, both of us singing.
bigger venues,
More lights,
and cooler VIP experiences than ever before.
tasty horn licks and uncoordinated dance moves are at an all-time high.
And giving a fuck is at an all-time low.
And most importantly, there will be packed audiences all around the globe.
But what if the show doesn't sell well?
That would never happen.
Right? It could.
But seriously, what if it doesn't sell well?
We'll never return to that city ever again.
So head to lawrencetheband.com now and grab your tickets.
And welcome to the family business tour.
Who wrote
There
it?
you go.
Did you write it?
So that's our
Well done.
commercial. That's we've now gotten the full commercial
Love
of the
it.
tour.
No, we love that.
I wrote and directed that piece.
That's great. It was
Yeah.
like it's like one of those 1980s infomercial kind
There you
of.
go.
That's exactly what we're going for, and we're going to kind of lean into that.
I
with
love
with
the
tour.
laughter. I just
Does your
wish-
dad help you with that stuff, or?
I mean, not like
We did that. I mean, we obviously asked his opinion about everything from that to music to which album cover, and
Yeah.
same with our mom. And our
Is your
mom's
mom in the business at all?
Our mom's a dance teacher, but she's brilliant and has really awesome creative instincts. And our little brother obviously is working on music too. So we kind of just like involve everyone.
Does your
in-
mom have a dance school now, or
No,
dance?
she has
like
does
a
this
freelance.
volunteer program where she basically goes into public schools and brings movement into the public schools in New York City. It's
she like
pretty
teaches
incredible.
whatever their curriculum is through like a movement-oriented like
I love
session.
that.
It's
Yeah,
really
it's
cool.
I
really
used to do
amazing.
something similar.
That last scene with the laughter, if it could be just 3 times longer where the laughter just never stops.
Yeah.
So we're getting notes. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. Let
I
me just.
Lou,
love
let me
welcome,
just,
welcome to Lou.
I just love to hear it going on and
Yeah.
on and on.
Well, that's
and
you,
on.
Lou.
No, I
Jackie?
feel you.
Jackie, you have any other questions?
Wow, they're getting restless.
Yeah, like
in
in
here.
the, I'm putting in all the rooms.
I
They're
think
like,
your
okay.
manager's wrapping us up, right?
Yeah.
You want us to? He keeps doing that. He's going. How do I stop this? How do I get them out of here? You guys are truly
you
a
for having
joy.
us.
Thank you so much.
You guys are amazing. We will have all the links in the thing below. We don't usually do Mondays live. We've never done a Monday live. We
We're
did
honored.
it because I love you. I
Thank
really
you.
do. I
we
love
love
you.
you. Thank
and
you for having us.
You are truly one of the most talented groups I've ever watched, and I
Oh,
can.
thank you so much.
It's
Thank
just
you.
wonderful. So
Well, we're huge fans of yours,
Well, thank
and
you.
now yours as well.
Yeah.
And we got to get you guys out to a show.
I
Yeah.
would love
If we
to
do
see
that
you
festival again, I want you to come be a
Yeah,
guest
do
in
something
some
on
way.
it.
What would
Yeah.
I do? Though?
We had lots of
Anything.
cool guests. We
play
had
the tambourine.
We had
Or
Mr.
dance.
Met come out during
Mr.
a
Met,
performance of
Mr.
Meet the
Met is
Mets.
the-
Sorry,
So-
it was Mrs. Matt.
That's right.
It
So
was
I'm
Get
Mrs.
away.
I'm saying if Mrs.
Inside
Met,
that ball is a Mrs.
No, but there's two characters. There's Mr. Matt and Mrs. Matt, and we got Mrs.
How
Matt
did they meet?
specifically. I'm guessing some at a baseball game.
At a ball sack.
Yeah.
How did the Mets
Probably.
In a ball sack. Isn't
my
that where they
point
hang out?
is, if Mrs. Met can be a productive guest, then you could certainly show up, Mrs. Met.
Yeah.
You're really setting the
A
bar
low
really
bar.
high.
I'm,
for
I'm
me.
Very low
demonstrating.
bar.
I'm demonstrating how low the bar is.
Yeah.
For
If we
entertainment.
have, nobody even knew there was a Mrs. Met.
Exactly.
It was very exciting for me. I felt like part of a movement.
You really are, and you're always there for the important things.
Thank
Maybe
you.
you'll go speak you can go speak at the Senate about
on behalf of Mrs. Met. I found
women
my
with-
cause.
women with
Gender
balls.
equality and- there you go.
I have a question for Lou really fast.
Oh
Okay.
my God.
If he were to go speak at Capitol Hill, what would your cause be?
I would take a few moments to discuss the
All right, let's wrap it up.
Palestine.
Good, let's wrap.